Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel Cakes by MK. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a super easy and delicious American buttercream. American buttercream is probably the most common buttercream that's used in most household kitchens, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the tips and tricks on making sure that you get it perfect every time. Also, if you're new to my channel, then please click the subscribe button below and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you're updated whenever I upload a new video. But apart from that, stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So first up, let's take a closer look at the ingredients that we're going to be using in our buttercream today. So what I've got here is some unsalted butter, some icing sugar or confectioner sugar, heavy cream, and some vanilla extract. So I often get asked whether it really matters if you use salted or unsalted butter in your buttercream. Now I would highly recommend using an unsalted butter, and the reason for that is because when you use unsalted butter in your buttercreams, then it has less of a sharp taste on your throat when you're eating it, and so it just makes it a bit more pleasant to eat. But if you don't mind having that sharp taste and you don't mind like a really sweet kind of buttercream, then you can go ahead and use salted butter too. In terms of the consistency or anything like that, it doesn't make a difference. It's more just when it comes to the taste. So what we're going to do first is we're going to cream our butter in our stand mixer. Now creaming your butter is a really crucial step when it comes to making buttercream, and the reason for that is because one, it's going to improve the consistency of your buttercream, so it's going to make it more creamy and just a nice texture. And secondly is by creaming the butter, we're going to turn the yellow butter into a more pale color, which is going to help us achieve more of a white buttercream as opposed to a yellow one. So then we don't need to add any food coloring into it to make it more white. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pop this butter into my mixer. Also on my mixer, I've got my balloon whisk attachment. You can go ahead and do this with a paddle attachment too, but I just prefer to use the balloon whisk attachment. You can also do this with a hand mixer if you don't have a stand mixer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat it on a medium to high speed for a minimum of 5 minutes. So I would recommend anywhere between kind of 5 to 8 minutes for whipping up your butter. Now, another important thing that I forgot to mention was the consistency of your butter. So you want to make sure that your butter is at the right consistency, and what it should be is that it should be squishy enough that you can kind of squish it between your fingers, but not too soft that it's not holding its shape. But also you don't want it to be too hard that you can't squish it at all, otherwise it's not going to cream well. And also I will have the full quantities to all these ingredients in the description box below. And then when your buttercream is about halfway done, just give the bowl a little mix just to make sure that everything's mixing really evenly. And then just scrape your spatula to get it all off, and then just mix it again. So I've just finished creaming the butter, and as you can see it's turned into this really pale color now, which is what we want. So it's lost a lot of that yellow color that it initially had, and that's what's going to help us get that nice white buttercream. Now what we want to do next is we want to gradually add our icing sugar or confectioner sugar to our bowl, and you just want to do this in small batches. So I might do mine in about 4 batches, and you want to mix this in on a low speed. Now once all the icing sugar has been mixed in, I'm just going to mix it on a medium speed for about 30 seconds just so it all incorporates really well. Now next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrape down the sides of my bowl, and then I'm going to put in my vanilla extract and then mix that in on a low to medium speed. Okay, so the last step to our buttercream now is to add some heavy cream to it. Now, the amount of heavy cream that you add to your buttercream is going to be dependent on the consistency that you need your buttercream to be. So depending on what you're using it for, sometimes you need your buttercream to be a bit firmer. So for example, if you're using Russian piping tips, then that means you will add less heavy cream to your buttercream. But sometimes we need our buttercream to be a little bit softer. So for example, if we're icing a semi-naked cake, then in that case, we'll add a bit more heavy cream to our buttercream. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to add half of the heavy cream to the buttercream, and then I'll check the consistency. And if I feel like it needs to be a little bit softer, then I'll add a bit more of the heavy cream to the buttercream until I'm happy with the consistency. Now I'm just going to scrape down the sides of the bowl, and then I'm going to add in the rest of my heavy cream because I want my buttercream to be a bit more softer than it is at the moment. And I'm just mixing this in on a medium speed. And that is pretty much it, and you're left with a really yummy and delicious American buttercream. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to make this delicious buttercream. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this, and thanks again for watching Cakes by MK.